Welcome back to the latest episode here of F1 2020 My Team Minardi. So we had an absolute shocker in the hell of Hanoi. We're going to be off to China next. Let's see what we've got. We've got a couple of things going on here that we could do team-wise. I'm quite intrigued actually of some of these. So I think what we're going to do... I've already kind of committed in my head that I want to replace Jordan King. So I'm now going to not really do anything with him and spend no time with whatever he needs to do. I was thinking of a marketing strategy conference that could be interesting. Driver promotion maybe. But I would much rather do a chassis equipment upgrade to give us some more oomph over here. I also think that if we can get some PR in here as well. How many days have we got? 4, and then I can do a 1 and then that will do that. So it's a bit promotion-y based, but that's fine because we're going to need to basically facility. Okay. That would be good if we could increase that. We'll see, we'll see. Now the next thing that I wanted to look at in this was around facilities, and this is trying to drum up more either quality control, and I was going to go for the aerodynamic side of things, or I was looking at the durability side of things and to actually start getting some either quality control in the failure upgrade chance, maybe the reducing of the build time, but the resource point generation I think is really quite important for me. So what I'm going to go for is the resource point generation, because I can use that anywhere essentially, and that's going to leave us a little bit tight on the money, but it's okay. Running costs 40 grand. Okay, let's go to the invitational event, shall we? Over in the Netherlands. Not done an invitational event yet in this game. I accidentally skipped the first one. I didn't realise that it actually gives you a claim. We shan't be doing that again.
No direct impact upon the Formula One World Championship, you better believe that with their reputations on the line, the drivers down there are still hungry to show that they've got what it takes to get a win.
It's not really a win though, is it? From rolling start, race around the track, cover as much distance before the time runs out. Oh, I'm not very good at these, am I? Especially if I drive like that round a circuit I don't really know very well. And a car I've not driven in really yet, apart from I think one other checkpoint challenge, possibly around this circuit in this car. Oof. banking is crazy. Oh, problems. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, that is a cheeky replay, but I don't care. I'll have me some acclaim, please. Thank you very much. Oh, and 150 grand. Even better. So much loading. So much loading. Okay, nice. That has helped. Car development, the durability department, the upgrades we've made to the department are going down well. They seem to be open to new avenues of development. We can look at the newly available upgrades in the R&D screen. Okay. I mean, I don't see any, and we've got to get that one out the way first. But hey ho, we'll go with it.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Great. Nice little bit of update there. So we're now on 584. And that's kind of now worn out, hasn't it? So... Oh, I know it's still 40% reliability drop. Maybe we should just wait. Maybe we should just wait and go for this and still stay at the 30% marker. It's really interesting that such a high failure rate really makes you think about how you want something done. Power unit supply, general maintenance. Okay. Oh, that takes so long. Again, that takes so long as well. Do it. Let's go for ignition engine upgrade. Increase some powertrain fun. And there we are. Next one up's the Chinese Grand Prix. I'm going to dive off and do my practice sessions, and I'll join you for qualifying after a quick crossfade. Okay, practice sessions are over, and I think I might be in good shape around the Shanghai circuit here. In FP3, I was somehow third fastest. Admittedly, I'd done a qualifying lap, which is very helpful, and it all went perfectly, so I was probably punching well above my weight. The worry for me is that the race is mixed conditions, which may not play to my strengths in any way, shape or form, but I think qualifying, there is a potential to be top, well, I think I can be top 15, and that is a good thing. We also got, because I managed to get almost all of the, if not all of the R&D sessions sorted as well, which is an absolute shock for me, which has given us loads of extra R&D points. I don't think there's anything in particular that I want to go for at the moment here. Possibly the reliability of the gearbox as an improvement. But even this, build time increased by 1%. It's only a tiny little extra here. Do I go for that, or shall I wait? We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, do you know what? That's a tyre wear increase. That could be very helpful. No, do you know what? Leave it for the time being. Let's focus on what we've got going on already. Especially if there's a way that I can actually increase the morale before we do the actual spending, and then we'll be okay. Right, into quali we go. Burr, burr, burr. The car looks really weird when you get a close-up view, but when you're looking at something like Juicy, like from afar, it's okay. So here's my setup, because it's really working. There is someone called, I think it's Mubib or Muvib in the F1 car setups, and I think we've got a very similar driving style. So I followed most of his setup in terms of wings and transmissions and suspension geometry. What I have
quite out on track, we should consider getting out there.
Oh, we'll be in a minute, Jeff. The bit that I have changed, obviously, I'm fat-fingered, so I always have to decrease the brake pressure. And I think we might have different tyre pressures, because I do love me a good bit of tyre wear and tyre heat. Now, because obviously I'm running with the tyre temperatures, not just surface area, but also carcass temperatures, which will basically mean Monaco is a washout for me every year. Let's drive out.
All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
It does mean that because I heat up my tyres so hot, because I'm a controller driver, not a wheel driver, I have to compensate for that with lower tyre pressures. So with a bit of luck on our side, I think there's potential here for a really good aim at a point again. And is that a Haas behind us? Yes, it is. And it's our rival, K-Meg. Off you go, mate. Leading us in that rival battle. Not for long, hopefully, now that the hell of Hanoi is behind us. And if I get into the top 10 and have to keep my tyres on, that is why I've gone round and just worn 1% of them. Very slowly, instead of the 3% that it does if you do a flying out lap. Plus, I'm still of the age where I feel like I don't trust the AI in these Codemasters games actually being proper. Do you remember in the old F1 games on the PS3 era where they would just make up random times? Okay, I'm going to shush now. That was a bit wide. That was not an ideal sector 1. Oh, that wasn't ideal either. For Romeo 1-2, by the looks of it at the minute. Oh, neither was that. This is a terrible lap. This is the worst lap I've driven. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. At least it's a benchmark. Slash banker. All over the place there.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh! Well, we tried it. Didn't work, did it? It was worth a go. Session update.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Bottas, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Perez and Stroll. So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Ricciardo, Perez and Stroll. And behind us are Raikkonen, Giovinazzi and Magnussen. Currently the fastest lap is a 1 minute 31.8.
Bit concerned with that tyre temperature. I'm assuming it was because of my spin. Or half spin at least. I lose so much time on the pit in because I do it manually. I'm not very good at pitting in. Oh, disappointing first run. Oh dear. This will teach me to pre-hype myself just going into quali. Although, look, to be fair, ahead of both alphas, who have improved technically and are now faster than us in terms of actual car performance, I don't feel that terrible now that I've seen those times.
So
Ooh,
far,
hello,
our
Leclerc.
fastest lap is a 1:33.8.
Where's Jordan? Where's he going to pop out? Come on, Teamy. This will give me a good indicator. 16th. There we go. 1.2 faster. Come on. So the Tifi will be behind us. Possibly the two Toro Rossos in and around. Ocon should in theory be faster though. See, that car looks beautiful like that. I love it. I love it a lot. I was trying to work out where I'd got the livery inspiration from in terms of my head. And this is going to be a very, obscure reference. On the Jeff Crammond Grand Prix 2 game, I used Grand Prix or GP2 Edit to upload car sets, and you'd be able to have people would make car set skins and performance stuff for each season, and you'd upload it in, and you'd have different seasons and stuff like that. There was like a Fantasy Newman Haas livery that looks so identical to this, and I used to use it for my Backmarker Brigade slash. Well, I think actually back in the day, I used to pretend that 40 Ford had continued on, and I'd drive for them, and I'd use that livery that was very similar to this, except instead of the green bit at the front, it would be black all the way through, and it would change to sparkly yellow halfway down, full of stars and stripes. There we go, that's a jaunt into my world that you didn't need to know. Okay, so we're ahead of Kvyat. The Tifi, of course, obviously behind. But Gasly's ahead. Okay. I'm going to go again, and I'm going to go early. I really feel like if I lock this all together,
When you're ready,
we can do
go.
really well here. There's Jordan coming in. His days in my team are numbered. I wanted either Delatraz or Zhao. Or Zhou rather, Guan Yu Zhou. I'm hoping it doesn't think that I've gone a bit too early. Nice power lines. Full session update.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Oh, session update.
Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc, Vettel and Verstappen. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Perez, Sainz and Stroll. And we're in front of Kvyat, Raikkonen and Giovinazzi. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:31.7.
Have we gone a bit early? One thing's for sure, that bollard doesn't exist. Nope, we're okay. Great. Track to ourselves. This is prime Minardi sponsorship. Hogging TV coverage opportunity. that's better. Ooh, a little bit wonky on the old accelerator, but we got there. There we go, that was much neater. Better. Okay, don't muck this one up now. Oh, a bit tight.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Scrubbed off a smidgy bit of speed by being a bit too tight on that one, but look, 8 temps up. This is going well. Brake a little bit earlier than last time there. Seventh, yes! That is exactly what I wanted. Best of the rest. Before they update the performance to show what Racing Point's up to. Haha! Rival status.
They're in 18th.
Sorry, Kevin. Teammate status.
They're in 20th. Their best lap time is a 1:35.0.
Wow. Ooh, Brotas goes pole. Weather report.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That's better. There we go, they're all going out. I'm quite happy sitting in. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. Let's hope the rain only comes right at the very end of this race, eh?
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute.
I mean, we could in theory get out and
32.7.
go again, but I'm okay. I'm happy with what I've got. Oh yeah, look. I mean, I don't know if we'll stay 7th, but I'm happy with that. Jordan out there again. Georgie Porge. Two Ferraris line astern. It's Verstappen. There's Albon. Have they sent them all out line astern as well? Yes, they have. I feel like... Oh, there we go. At least Carlos Sainz... Oh, mind you, but then the 2 McLarens are nose to tail as well. I feel like that would be a bad thing to do in real life. I also hope that they update that McLaren skin as well, because I love what they've done with that rainbow effect down the side. Or spectrum, I guess, effect down the side with that sponsor as well. Jordan even going to make... Yeah, he is. He's literally the last one out there, though. Okay, I don't think it will... I think it will just progress forward. Come on, Jordan. See if you can beat anyone else. Do we stay 7th?
And with qualifying complete,
Ah!
let's review our top 3 today. Hamilton, Bottas, and Sebastian Vettel. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
I will absolutely take that, though, as 8th position in a Minardi. Bear with me, I'm just moving my microphone. Please don't make too much noise. Thank you. Okay. Double Merc. Hamilton got him in the end. Vettel ahead of Leclerc. Verstappen ahead of Albon. Gap. Sainz. Me. Perez and Ocon. Norris, Stroll. Ricciardo behind Ocon. Gasly punching above the weight in the Toro. Ross. Alpha Toro. Alpha. Oh my god. Alpha Tauri. I can't deal with it. Raikkonen splitting nose. Magnussen ahead of Giovinazzi, ahead of Grosjean. King. Nah, not great. But kind of where our car is, to be honest. The Haas is in theory actually slightly slower still than the Minardi. Williams clinging on at the back there. But I'm really happy at the fact that that is a top 10 start. There we are. That helps us stay even. I do like these screens actually. Good update. And I know it's only like UI update, it's nothing like dramatically new in terms of actual stuff, but good to have. That level 5, does that not unlock a second sponsor for us as well? Or a secondary sponsor? We'll find that out next episode. Sorry, keep moving the microphone. It's because there's a cable on these. And I've got it on a table. I've got it on my table rather than something else. I'm trying to stop it echoing.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying.
Damn right.
We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Agreed. We're still grumpy. Yeah, at 1%. Okay, let's advance to the race. Wish me luck. Hope there's some grid penalties for the top 6. In a selfish way. Bum bum bum.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai.
For now.
Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole.
What?
Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid
No
today,
way.
we have Verstappen, Albon, Carlos Sainz, Smith, Perez, Ocon, Norris, and Lewis Hamilton. Stroll, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Daniel Ricciardo and Gasly, Raikkonen, Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, King, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's
Wow.
head back to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Double 10-place grid penalty for the Mercs. That is crazy. Didn't see that one coming. So that removes them entirely from the front row after having such a dominant start to the season. Ferrari, who had an absolute turd in Australia, with no points scored between them, now lock out the front row. Wonder if they're still reliable. We'll soon find out. We're now up into 6th, amazingly. Whew. It's going to be a scorcher.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, looking at strategy. Ooh. Okay. And I'm assuming that's because we can't change. Yeah, because we... Yeah. Lap 4, low tyre wear, 55%. Wow. I wonder if we can stretch it to lap 5. That feels very, very wrong. Okay. We're coming in early. We're coming in early. Let's... In fact, actually, let's... What does it think? So that's wearing down to about 50% as well. I'd rather have that, though, than going on the hards. Okay. Let's get this gravy going. Wish us luck. Oh, yes, baby. Ooh, are they colliding? No, they're not. Oh my god. Minardi on the podium! Briefly.
Great first lap. Keep it
Ooh,
up.
problems further back. Okay, so complete imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I should be here at all. I think Verstappen will make sure that we're not here for very much longer. But that push down the straight with the overtake button, very handy. Oh, running wide.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Lap 2. I'm going to check that tyre wear because I'm not so sure that's going to be... Yeah, I think we're going to be alright and we can go a bit longer.
overtake and burn some of this energy.
Not yet, we're not. I'm kind of handing this race to Ferrari. Sainz up into 5th as well. I mean, he started 5th, but he's got round Albon somehow. Oh, using that overtake for defence.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
King's only ahead of the 2 Williamses as well. So this is the minor problem. Like, I love the fact that the grid is really close now these days, but it does mean that if you're able to cheese a very specific track, not cheese, like I have real peaks and troughs in my performance. It kind of leaves me a little bit OP here. Whereas I was terrible in Hanoi and under P, and I'll be the same at Monaco. I'm not going to pit straight away. I'm not pitting on the end of lap 4, I'm going to go one longer.
In this lap,
No.
push now.
Oh. Have we just lost someone? I mean, if we've lost someone and that brings out some kind of safety car.
Green flag.
Yeah, that looks like a Renault was going slow.
Some
Yeah,
information on
Ocon.
Ocon. They are out of the race.
Off. Well, that's a shame. He was out-qualified Danny Rick and was doing a good job there. I don't see where he was in relation to Mercedes either.
Gap to car in front is 1.9 seconds.
Yep, I know they're getting away. I am in a Minardi. Ooh, that was rough. Ah, 46%. I kind of don't want to pit still. Now let's Rich 3 it.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
This will absolutely pay dividends. Box this lap.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I know you fucking can. Come on. Actually, no, let's do this down the straight. Bottas up into 5th. Okay, that's good. And we're going to hold up Leclerc. Oh, maybe not.
Jordan is coming in for his stop.
Shit.
Complete, go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Alright, Verstappen's gone out on hards. Vettel's on mediums. So he's not going to be a threat initially, but he will be later on. And that is Vettel stuck behind Latifi. And that will mean Leclerc's jumped him. Surely. Because he's had to spend that extra lap in the pits.
Some information on Albon. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh, Alex. Haha. The perfect boxer inner. Thank you, Latifi. I feel like this is a very short win, but we'll take it.
Teammate behind is 15.6 seconds.
Sainz is right in there as well in the McLaren. Amazing stuff. That was how much Latifi, I think, caused trouble. And then it's the two Mercedes who are coming at us rather quickly. There we go, Vettel by coming in that extra lap, caught in traffic, now in trouble. I think we're going to be the ones in trouble and we're going to slip down the order, but we'll give it our best. But this is an amazing result regardless, so I'm not going to like be absolutely crazy.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Schnauzer. The Mercs. I can see the clouds changing. one to run that wide. Stay behind me.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yes.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Oh shit, here comes the rain! Oh, it's right at the end! Come on.
Okay, be
A bit
careful.
slidey out of there.
These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
I had noticed. Oh, here comes Vettel. Oh, shit. Oh, yes, hello. I mean, I took the weird line in there. But yeah, this is wetter.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. These conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
Oh no, it's definitely not ready for inters.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
That was a better turn in this time. Changing a little bit earlier so that I can try and stop some of the wheel spin as I power it down. Oh, it really wants to get away from me around that chicane. I could really feel it, like drifting and like skimming. That was a really weird effect, like cool weird, but weird to feel. I think Vettel might have me here. My saving grace is that his tyres are worse than mine. To be fair, my tyres aren't terrible.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
It's so tippy-toey around there.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
That's all well and good. We've only got 2 laps left. Look at how slow we're having to go. Ah! Ah, shit.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline.
That was a real I don't know where to brake moment. Oh, the traction is awful.
This is your final lap of the race.
I'm just going to lean it round this turn. Because I'm going to... There we go. Oh my Christ.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
There is literally no grip. It's wheel spinning in 6th gear. Oh, Hamilton's got round signs at the last corner. Hey! A little bit suspect on that last corner or so.
That was an excellent drive.
Whew. I'm naff off. I'm driver of the day. I just got second in the Minardi. Look at the AI spinning it.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today.
Why are they raining through the
Tell me,
garage
how did they
canopy?
manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs. And that's allowed them to get the best out of
really.
the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Main issue was I was holding everyone else
Ferrari
up.
are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Right on, Charles. Where am I? There I am! And I've got a head. Oh, I'm so pleased. Thanks for letting me unlock nothing.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So Sergio Perez there had to stop twice. Was that for dries or did he go? Yeah. I'm assuming. Oh, he lost his front wing early. Okay. I wonder if that was trying to get round the problem with Ocon. Kind of. Oh, Vettel got a warning for hitting me. Hilarious. Oh, and the two Red Bulls hit each other as well. I didn't notice that. Oh dear. Drama. Obviously, Albon had his mechanical failure. That's why he's down in 9th. Bottas rose up to 7th from 12th. Hamilton to 5th from 10th. Decent enough work from them. And Hamilton only got signs at the very last corner. So still good work by McLaren to get a 6th and 8th for Sainz and Norris. Ricciardo grabbing the final point for Renault down in 10th. Just ahead of Kvyat, Raikkonen, Gasly, Giovinazzi. So Alfa Romeo actually looking a wee bit better this weekend than the two Hasses. Racing Point having another shocker. Stroll down in 17th, just went backwards. Sergio Perez 2 stopping for a wing change by the looks of it. Put him out of place. King kept ahead of the two Williamses. Not the finest hour, but once we get our second driver in, whichever one that's going to be, we can work on that. So Bottas still leads ahead of Hamilton. Leclerc moves up to 3rd ahead of Vettel. Verstappen down to 5th. Sainz there, best of the rest. In fact, better than Albon, who's had a pretty torrid start to the season, it must be said. We're up in 7th. 19 points. equal with Ricardo, then Albon. Slipping back there. Ocon on 5 points. Ricardo on 19. Renault clearly pitching higher in this game than they are in potentially real life. Kvyat there with 10 points in 11th place ahead of Perez. Still no points for Stroll. Nothing for Alfa Romeo, Haas or Williams. Now you can see we've moved up to 6th in the Constructors. 5 off of Renault, which is not exactly where I thought we would be. And we won't keep that position, I don't think, unless I have some more spiky performances. Surely they've got to ask me a question.
Great work out there today.
Thank you.
Let's have your thoughts.
Bet she talks more about me hitting Vettel than anything else.
Passing your way through the field during the race.
Oh. Ooh. Didn't look like anyone else had as much grip as we did. Quite tempted to go for that.
Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race.
We did the team. Great car for managing tyres. Great.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
It didn't dampen my spirits. Change strategies, but the top drivers still perform the best.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thanks. I like that they actually do it in our team garage as well, and you can see the logo in the background. I just feel like she now has she doesn't have an introduction anymore, so that kind of makes her feel a little bit like she just pops out of nowhere. That helps us in the battle with K-Mag. Nicely done, especially as we've got Monaco coming up in these remaining 4 races. Lol. Hey, level 4 for me. Almost level 6 now for King. That is a huge ass boost. How do we look? Yep, we got our bonus. A couple of damage reductions, but 90k in the bank. That will do nicely, thank you. No prize money for being on the podium? Does not look like it. I wonder if they do payouts at the end of the season. Regardless though, I am super happy with that race. This game does like to throw rain getting to the brink of being ridiculous right at the end of a something. And there we go, look. Superb, superb stuff. Okay, we'll be diving into what we do with all of those resource points and a few other things in the next episode as we move towards the very first Dutch Grand Prix. And I'm really intrigued to see how the AI and myself perform there. Thanks for watching, you guys take care. Bye for now. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share or a pledge. Thanks for watching.